There we are.
We're live.
Yes. So I said,
Wow,
are
we're
you ready?
live
Click the buttons. We
on
Wow.
fucking
the
are.
OK channel
Oh, shit.
playing Salvage Union,
Yeah.
our rules light mecha game. We are starting our second mission this here tonight. I think this is episode 4.
Yes.
Episode 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Quick recap of what we've done so far. You guys did your first mission, which was you had some intel that there was a abandoned facility. Might be some scrap to recover from it. You guys went there. You learned that it was a Avantis Heavy Industries forward base that was originally meant to kind of be like a staging area for manufacturing for them to expand in the region. But it had been repurposed to instead become like a secret research lab for the meld, which is a strange alien dust substance that kind of messes with technology, and no one knows if it's like aliens or nanobots or whatever. It's like kind of weird. People don't really fully understand it. We found out that it had turned a bunch of people into Roombas, or at least made Roombas believe that they are people that used to exist. You have a few of those on your crawler. You took a sample back with you as well, and then you left the plant in a way that it was operational. You left the reactor running so that the town that was living off of its heat exhaust didn't freeze. Town of Northport. And I think we ended with you guys selling the meld sample back to an Aventus Heavy Industries guy who kind of teleported onto your Union crawler, bought it from you, gave you a significant chunk of scrap. I think it was 5 tier 3 scrap, which is a pretty good price. And then teleported away.
Yeah.
They can do that because they have money.
Those dicks.
And you
Yeah.
guys did some downtime. You upgraded
That seems
your
not
crawler
right.
to
They can
tier
just
2.
show up anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. It's like Cecil in Invincible. Just gets to, lightning bolt when he's there. But yeah, so now we're starting up mission 2. So your next lead that you guys got is you got a distress signal from a nearby settlement called New Sunny Creek. From what you know, they're like a little village that kind of is built around a river. They're just a few days travel from you guys by your Union crawler. And the distress signal you got was that they're needing supplies, specifically water, and they are willing to trade scrap for it. Guys, head that way.
Okay.
They weren't very specific on like why they need help, but they're just saying they need supplies and water.
Okay. Well, who are we to deny going to a new place
Right?
and peeing on them? There's my bottle opener.
Yeah. So you guys travel. Takes a few days by your crawler. Pretty quick. All your mechs are kind of in the mech bay being worked on, repaired during this so that they'll all be kind of at full stats by the time you get ready to deploy here at the New Sunny Creek location.
Does that mean I can fully restore my structure points?
Yes. So everyone's structure points and modules and all that should be repaired back up.
Noise.
Yay. Because my mech was about to explode.
Yeah. Dan's mech, I think, especially was damaged, overheated. I remember there being some shenanigans with that.
I blew someone up, and then they blew up, and I about blew up, and
yeah.
Yeah.
It's traded back and forth for a bit. But yeah. So you guys travel on your way. During the second day, while you're day out, you kind of come across this river that you know should swing by this town, the Herschel River, and it is dry. It looks recently dry. Like you can tell the ground is like started to crack in different places, and There's lots of like life and stuff that has been around. It doesn't look like it's been dry for a long time, and there's even like little pools and like bits of water here and there, and some stuff is still damp. But you can, as you're traveling along, you can see like where the water level kind of used to be. Like there's that line along the banks. It looked like they used to have a pretty significant flow down to there's like this really large lake here in the center of the area that kind of eventually makes its way down there, but right now it's dry.
Yeah.
So dry.
Somebody's drinking their milkshake.
Mm-hmm. And then after another day, you come across New Sunny Creek. So what normally would be a village built around the bend of this giant river is now dry. You see there's a small town. It looks like they're working on trying to like dig into the earth. You see lots of kind of like construction stuff set up here and there. And you see some very excited people like waving and flagging you guys down as you're coming up in your massive Union crawler. They wave you over, and there's plenty of areas that your chicken legs would be able to settle and be able to depart from your crawler. You guys get out in your mechs or on foot, or what would you do?
I mean, if they're trying to dig something, I've got tools that are especially good for that.
Okay.
And these people are on foot, right?
Yes. Some of them seem to be in some like you see there are some vehicles like kind of like backhoes and kind of construction type vehicles. And there's a few like mechs, but not very many. You probably see like 2 mechs that seem to be purposed for like utility and construction and stuff. But you don't really see any like weaponized mech. You don't see a whole lot of like guns or turrets or anything around. There's a few in the town. There's like a few ramparts that have some turrets on them. But no, most of these people are just on foot, and those are the people kind of waving you down.
I mean, I can hop out, Ruffles, if you're going to stay in and get ready to help them dig. I can go chat with them.
Maybe before like the bloody coated mech with the drilling equipment comes out, like there's a preface.
Yeah.
Can
We're
I
friends.
can I do like a perimeter and just check to see if anybody's watching them?
Sure. Yeah. Is that one of your abilities that you get to like ask a question or whatever, or do you just
Yeah, so I've got gather intelligence.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and make the roll.
Yep.
Okay.
I believe that's core roll. I think the ability
core.
says it's core roll, core mechanic, or does it have its own?
No, just core is what it says. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so it says I can ask mediator 2 questions about the area, which will be answered truthfully. 1, are they under observation by another party?
You look around for a little bit. Nothing really pops out, obviously, but you do get a ping of some sort of drone that's flying around in the area.
Okay. Why don't I try and just try to get its signature or whatever, and I'll ask about it later. The second thing would be, is there anything seem to be dangerous about how the placement of everything is? Like they're digging, you said, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm getting like a more of a height view and skimming around, does it look like the area is stable?
Yes, it does seem to be. It looks like they are trying to find a good place to dig a well, and they're kind of doing it out of desperation. They are not used to like surveying that. So that's the sense that you're getting from why they're digging. And they're at least not bad enough at it that they're causing like stability problems in the area, but they don't seem to have made much progress with that.
Just a quick system question. So it says 2 AP, so that costs 2 of my ability points to use that?
Yes.
And how often do ability points refresh again?
They're supposed to refresh at the end of the mission, but
Okay.
I'm gonna be giving you guys half of your ability points back in between sessions, just because these are going on longer than single mission. So
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just communicate over. Hey, we've got an observer. Might be theirs, might not. Just letting everybody know.
yep, you pick up on a surveillance drone.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Maybe friendly, maybe not.
Yeah.
All right.
We got any more of those explosives, those landmines or whatever we had?
No, those.
I don't know if you guys got rid of all those or if you used all of them. Can't
I'm
remember.
pretty sure we left them on the crawler or scrapped them. Let me check my mech.
We could make some explosives. That might be good for digging.
Well, I still have. I have one left. I had. Well, okay. Improvised explosive devices is one of my equipment. It had 2 uses. I've used 1 use, so I still have one.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
If you wanna.
I mean, I've got a mech rig specialized exactly for digging if you want to save your explosives.
That's
Yeah.
probably fair.
Yeah. I'm specialized at burning things, so I don't think I'm going to be of much
I
help.
There
respect
you-
that.
There you go, being a genius again, Ruffles. Good looking out.
Okay.
Don't know how
so
to
who's
feel about
approaching the
them
town?
kind words you're saying to me. Are you
Uh-oh.
were you picking a
Don't
fight
take
or
it-
do you want to kiss me?
First
one and then the other.
Yeah.
Depends. We get to use some of these explosives. I might get kind of frisky.
Yeah.
But
Heard
no,
about a
I'm just
whorehouse that did
saying.
that.
I'm just saying. A man what saves my explosives for blowing up good stuff. That's good looking out.
You deserve to blow your load where you want to.
Oh yeah.
That's what friends are
That-
for.
that's certainly one way of phrasing it.
Anyway, back to the digging.
One of the benefits of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Chuck, you said you were stepping out, and then so you're gonna wait a little bit, Ruffles, before you head out.
Or at least let me
Is
go
that
just ever so slightly ahead
Yeah.
to make sure that they know.
We're here on
Yeah.
friendly-ish terms.
The
Yeah.
first face is not the battle mech.
Yeah.
Yeah, the battle mech has the quirk incredibly loud grinding gears and the appearance is grisly bloody markings.
Yeah.
That's what we
Not-
want them to see
Not
first.
the best way to start
Nothing
out.
says welcome more than that.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll go up, just
Okay.
say hi. What the fuck's going on, guys?
Yeah, so the first group of people that kind of wave you down as they see that you're approaching, they kind of call out, and then you see a more kind of distinguished, older looking woman comes up, and as she calls out to you, says like, "Oh, have you heard our distress beacon? Are you here with supplies?"
No. Are we? Is that why we're here? Or did we just happen upon these people?
We just kind of happened to
You-
be here, I think.
This is the beacon that you guys heard of. This is
Oh,
the
okay,
distress
okay.
place.
Yeah, yeah,
They were
we're
needing water. in
yeah.
exchange
Oh,
for
so I
scrap.
hope we brought them water.
We got the walker back there. It's got the water reclaimer
Yeah,
things.
Enough.
Yeah.
We got lots of hot dog water.
Yeah. What else do you need?
Nearly unlimited amounts.
That's
of hot
basically
water.
free electric lights. Don't
yeah,
forget
We
that.
give them our hot dog water as
You'll
humanitarian
make them extra thirsty and
efforts.
extra hungry.
Listen,
Oh god.
it's got hydration and protein.
It's got
and flavor.
electrolytes.
It's what
Yeah,
plants crave.
Yeah.
That's what villages crave.
Oh,
Hot dog water.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Basically a sports drink.
Barrels of hot dog water.
I'll answer in the affirmative. Like, yeah, we're here to help out. We got our big walker
Well,
back there. It's got supplies and stuff that.
And they seem overjoyed at this. They're like, "Oh, my name is Octavia, by the way." And
Octavia Butler.
this is no,
Oh, okay.
but welcome to New Sunny Creek. Normally there's a river that runs by that we kind of sustain ourselves on, but it's been dry for the last week and a half about. And she kind of fills you in on this a little bit, but she's very much more excited about getting supplies first. And she's like, let's get that started, and then I can tell you more about what else we might
Sure.
be interested in.
Absolutely.
Potentially
Hey,
getting
real quick,
services from.
I'm all on board with getting you your supplies, and then you give us the long story. But real quick, what are you all digging here? And can my friend come dig too? Because he loves digging.
I mean,
Sure do.
We've been trying to find a good spot to dig a well, but haven't had much
Oh,
luck yet.
okay. Yeah, just you all head on to the walker. They'll get you sorted out. We'll dig your well. And once you got that sorted, you come back, you talk to us, we learn things, and then we'll go, find out why your river dried up and undry it.
Mhm. Okay. You guys do that. They are offering 15 tier 1 scrap as payment for the supplies.
Shit, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of muster that together.
Do we
And
have
say,
a
yeah, the river,
sheet?
I mean, it's our source of water and power too. We have some reactor power, but the majority of our town kind of operates off of, and she kind of points to, there's several like mills and things that spin in the water that are just sitting there and stationary without the current. And so we've been hurting for a while because of this, and we went through our reserves and got what we can, but about a day upriver the other direction, there's a large dam, and we were wondering if maybe that was closed or something. We sent a team up there, but we haven't heard back from them, and it's been days. We sent someone else up there, and he didn't hear anything back, and he came back, but he was kind of spooked. So
Did he say why he was spooked?
he was, I mean, he made it to the power station in Spillway. Like, there's a large dam up there, and he said if that's where it's blocked, like there's no like there's not like trees or rock slide or anything like that. That's like
But
a natural
he
thing.
didn't
It
get
seems
closer to find out.
switched off. No,
Is he a chicken?
a little bit.
Okay. That's fine. We got Ruffles. We got Casper. Those two aren't afraid of anything, and all else fails. Coyote's got a fucking flamethrower.
Fair enough. Just like we'd
That
be
is
willing to
true.
trade more with you. And definitely once the river, I mean, if you're able to open the dam back up and the river comes back, we'll have more supplies we'd be willing to trade, and scrap we'd have for you.
Love that idea. We'll go check out this dam and see what we can do about getting that water flowing.
Yeah. She says, that sounds great. And if there's anything you need here, we can offer a place to stay and such, but we're kind of stretched thin. We'd love to offer more, but
That's fine. We'll handle this first. And then, our reward for helping you, some scraps, great. But, a healthy, friendly trading partner for the future.
that would be fantastic as well. We're always happy to have traders come through.
Yeah. All right. I'll go let
If you do find,
well,
I mean, it's been 4 days since our people left. So if you find out what happened to them, that'd be fantastic. Hopefully
Sure.
they're in a state. There's 3 guys, 2 mechanics, and one of our hunters that went up there to see what was going on.
Okay. We'll certainly take a look.
One of them was the only one that knows how to find wells. And it's kind of why we've been not doing well in his absence. But
Did you try getting 2 sticks?
yeah,
And
we've
then
heard about that, but
you
we don't
walk
really
it-
know what to do with that.
You just
You
walk
take them
with
in your
straight,
hands.
and when then they cross, that's when you're standing over water.
And then you slap the ignorant
scientific
son of a
fact.
bitch who's doing that because they're full of shit.
Yeah, probably.
What? How could
Yeah.
you?
She
I've seen
explains-
motherfuckers do that to get each other out of their company script that was worth shit anyways. Didn't fucking matter none.
Well,
Fucking
and you guys
just-
know that you got a drone watching? Just
She seems very confused by
Oh,
that.
snap.
thought I'd ask. Yeah,
Fuck you, big culprit.
yeah. Show
Uh,
the information of whatever I scanned.
Yeah. Also, Griffin, thanks. Just bought us 3 rerolls.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, she seems incredibly puzzled by that, and she looks at the data that you collected on it, and kind of looks at like the identifying information that you were able to pick up. She's like, "That I don't think that's one of ours. We don't
No.
really have anyone that flies anything like that." And
Your water didn't dry up like that on accident. No, that took a lot of work, a lot of precise, planned work, a lot of corporate work, trying to
Mhm.
deny good, hard working people of their God given earned living.
that's what we think. I mean, there's the dam upriver that controls it, but there's not usually anyone in it. I don't think the power station even works there anymore. It's old tech that's kind of been abandoned, and it's just letting enough water through for the river. There's a reservoir behind it, and I think that's got plenty of water. So we have no idea what's going on. We think someone sabotaged it, but haven't heard back, and we can't really devote any more people to looking around at that.
Okay.
So somebody's trying to kill your children by starving them of water. Hmm? Hmm?
As it does seem that way if it's intentional.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely going to be the result.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you didn't get power or anything from the dam, did you?
Not from the dam, no. The we've I think the power station's been kind of inoperable. We're surprised it was even possible to close. Maybe it malfunctioned or something and
Yeah.
broke. But the power we get from the rivers, and she kind of points to there's several structures that have like wheels and things that
Hmm.
should be partially submerged in water. So that's usually where we get our power from. But that's
Okay.
old tech from before everything blew up.
Hmm.
All right.
It's not usually anyone at the dam, as far as we know.
Yeah. Shit, I got nothing else, guys. Anything else you want to ask?
Mm-hmm. Probably better to go do that than go digging holes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once we are out of earshot of any residents here, but just everyone, opinions. If they don't need that dam for power, we could just blow it up.
Or
Mhm.
if we could fix it to where it gives them power
That would be a good
and gives them
alternative
water,
too.
that means they could probably do more stuff for us and also have a
That's-
decent life.
Okay. Well, we've got our 3 tiers. Tier 1, make the water run and get juice. Tier 2, get the water flowing. And then tier 3, blow the dam up.
Like it. Simple, straightforward.
Okay.
And there's a slight chance of me getting to blow something up.
Highly
Sure.
accurate.
Should I ask them if they have anybody that have died recently so I can scream their names in vengeance while committing acts of murder?
Not too recently. Old man Darian died.
How about this?
Darian.
What were the
Darian.
names of the people that went to go check the dam out initially?
Yeah,
Hmm.
they were.
Just in case they're dead when we get there, you can then scream their names out.
It sometimes helps me to have a list of things to just scream off in my head.
Yeah.
Screaming helps me work through it, you know? There's a whole lot of things I got to
It's a
work
good
through. And
release.
screaming is usually
Yeah,
It's good for you, I think.
it is.
Was Colt
is when I'm screaming, I can't
Ryan.
hear what's inside.
and Tully.
Colt, Ryan, and Tully.
Yeah, Ryan and Tully were the
shit.
2 mechanics. Tully was the senior, and Colt was more hunter guy. Usually is out in the forest. He wanted to go along as kind of protection in case anything was up, but sounds like none of them made it back. Or we don't know where they're at.
Okay.
Right. Totally.
Maddie is the scout that went out after him. He didn't run into him until he hit the dam, saw the dam was closed, was worried he'd disappear too without giving information, and came back, or at least that's what he said. So that's why we know at least something.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys head out to the dam.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Herschel River. There's the Herschel Dam and then the Herschel Reservoir. All same name. So
Okay.
Damn.
in your mechs, it's about a day's travel.
Okay.
You make your way up there. It's probably like it was more of an open area that you guys were coming from. You were coming from more of the west side, heading east, and then this is traveling more northeast from the direction you came in with your crawler. And the terrain's a lot more uneven and kind of forested in this part, so it would be pretty slow going for your crawler to go through. But in your mechs, you're able to make better time. Travel along. One thing I would say to you, Bert, you would get this, that after you like did that scan for the and found that drone, it seems that it left after you picked it up.
Huh. So maybe not theirs.
Noted. Yep.
Mm.
Okay. Day of travel. And you guys didn't get there. You guys got at the village probably midday. And it's a little bit earlier than midday that you come across the dam. And you're at the bottom end of it. It's this massive, massive structure. There's kind of like a valley and lots of hills and mountains and things that go up. It's large concrete retaining wall, and there's this kind of horseshoe shaped power station at the base of it. Looks like the spillway's closed and it's been dried up. You see there's like a little bit of a small lake there that's just kind of dry with puddles here and there of water, and it's just been dry the whole way. From this angle, you're not really able to see the reservoir or anything. Maybe one of the mechs. I'm not sure how high you guys can fly up in those mechs, or if it says, but maybe one of the flying mechs would be able to get a little bit of a better angle up and see that there is a reservoir on the other side that seems to have a bunch of water.
Well, I mean, that in theory is promising.
Yep, you're outside of the power station, outside of the dam. Anyone doing anything?
Just go in.
Were you muted there, Chuck?
I was. I was just gonna ask.
Oh,
You guys do the looking. I do the scrapping.
Hmm.
sure.
What if we know we're being watched, right? What if we like disguise ourselves as we're like maintenance?
We could.
We just like get some slop and put R's on the shoulders of our mechs.
For
So from a
repair.
distance, like it's like this uniformed, all of us have R on there. And then like we got plausible deniability or something. So at least they ask us a question. While they're busy asking us a question, we fucking kill them.
That's a plan.
Yeah.
That is a plan.
That is for certain a plan. Yes.
Thank you. You all are way more supportive than the team I used to have.
Oh, good.
I like spending time with y'all.
All
Nice.
right. We probably got some spray paint or some kind of paint or grease pens or grease or mud.
Yep.
Can I just use
So you
some of
guys
my
have some
supply
stuff
die?
for cosmetic alterations.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got lots of colors of paint because I like I like to refresh the flame out on this sucker every once in a while. Get scraped off. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still highly suspicious of our watcher, so I want to keep a lookout.
Mm.
Okay.
Just scanning to see if there's any data
Yeah.
moving through over the air, any more drones. That sort of thing.
Give me another core roll. So you're trying to
Yeah.
scout.
Unfortunately, I'm best suited for danger, and that's about it.
Nailed it.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
So here's what you notice. The plant is you don't see any like lights on or anything, but that's not that uncommon because it's during the day. And the plant seems to be in decently good condition, like dilapidated in the sense that it looks like no one's been there in a while, but it seems like it's structurally intact still. You don't get any sense that like walking your mechs in that area would be dangerous. Seems like the integrity of the whole dam and everything and the power stations fairly good. You do pick up another ping from that drone, and it's a small kind of like surveillance drone. With your 20, I'll say you get the manufacturing tag this time, as you're able to piece together a little bit more from it. And it's a Ascension PLC company, and you would know them as one of the large corpos. They're one of the people or one of the companies that are big enough to kind of have their own like dystopian cyberpunk city somewhere in the region. They're responsible for building a decent amount of tech too that you guys would come across. And you know that they do some of the more like non-standard type of mech builds. A lot of them have to have like implant kind of like brain things for people to interface with their stuff, and they are always into kind of like biomedical types of things. That's kind of one of their specialties. So you pick up on that, and the other thing you'd pick up on is there is a thin wisp of very dark black smoke coming up from one of the mountains behind the reservoir.
Okay. I'm going to relay all that information, and then I think I'm going to go check that out.
Yep.
Let you guys know that I'm doing so as well.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
So it would take a little bit to kind of scale up. You kind of have to zigzag your way up the terrain here, and you'd make your way up to kind of the edge of the reservoir. And then you'd see, following that trail where that smoke is coming from, as you're getting closer, you see that there seems to be several trees and things that have been kind of cleared out in a line. And as you get closer, it looks like there was a crash of some sort. And you can tell that from, looks like you're still a ways back, but it looks like something kind of wrecked on the side of this mountain above the reservoir.
Does it look new or old?
New.
Okay.
Still slightly burning. Something is. And it's like a dark kind of ominous, almost smoke. It's very like when someone burns something that shouldn't be burning, kind of smoke vibe that you're getting from it.
Not a drone that crashed, is
Okay.
it?
So I have zoom optics on my mech. Would that give me
Okay.
any further detail?
Yeah, from back here, I would say you can zoom in and you'd see there's like this long line of trees and things that were clipped. You see pieces of what look to be like some sort of a plane or something has broken apart. You see lots of debris like that. But where the actual like crash site is partially obscured by the trees that are still standing. Looks like some of the area has burnt out, but the brush wasn't really thick enough that it kind of spread too far. But you do see kind of like where the crash landed, and that seems to be like where the smoke is coming from, is like the remains of this crashed out cargo plane.
Okay, so I'm relaying all this back through comms, video, and everything to folks. Is like, ask our new friends if they know anything about a crash landing over here. Looks like it's been burning for a bit. Looks like they would have noticed something.
Well, there.
It doesn't look like the thing that picked up that sample from us, does it? Because that don't bode well.
Well, the town's a day's travel away, so they may not even
Yeah,
be close enough to see that or know about it.
they are. And then you were told that the scout that came up and kind of looked quick and then left, Bert, from like you rolled a 20 to see that. You get the sense that like someone that wasn't looking really hard might not have seen that wisp of smoke from this far back and that low.
All right, fair
It
enough.
wasn't glaringly obvious.
Okay. Well, no signs of survivors that I can tell. It's a fresh wreck.
Yay, more salvage.
Yeah.
I was gonna say fresh wreck means fresh salvage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is anyone else up there looking around?
I
I'll
mean,
look around a little bit.
Look around.
if there's a wreck, I would like to go to that.
Sure. Yeah, you guys are able to make your way. It takes probably like an hour and a half total from the bottom of the reservoir because it is pretty like steep terrain going up and down these mountains and getting to the height of where this wreck is at. As you approach, you almost it smells weird in the air. There's almost like this kind of like tingly feeling in the air that the smoke is like not it doesn't smell like wood smoke or something like that. It's like a very unpleasant, like kind of choking, lingering smoke in this area. All right, and then is everyone going up there to this wreck?
I'm probably going to stay
step it up?
down at the dam and just keep on working on figuring out how to open up the spillway and let water through.
Okay, you would know that to do all that, there's probably some sort of controls and things inside of like there's this big kind of power station.
Yeah.
That you would have to go inside of, and that's got all the turbines and things, and there's probably some control room somewhere in there.
Yep. Yeah, that's where I'd be heading, trying to start sorting that out.
Okay. Start
I guess
making
I'll
your way
just
that
kind
way.
of somewhere in the middle so I can keep an eye on things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Who all's up at the wreck?
I am.
I'm right up there with the battle ass.
Okay.
All right.
So Chuck, Bert, and
Ruffles.
Jeremy up at the wreck. Okay. Whoever's wanting to do a salvage or look or whatever, there's the macro for like area salvage. You guys can do that.
Yeah.
Have core mechanic.
Just one of us, or
Whoever's salvaging,
Okay.
do that. You can choose to salvage or kind of like look for information and stuff.
I salvaged. I found 3 scrap.
Okay. And this
Yay.
is tech level 2.
All
Nice.
right.
I don't
Oof.
think I have area salvage table lined up on mine.
It should be in the folder for the macros. One of the bottom salvage area. Like in the bottom left.
Okay.
Kind of next to your guys'
I'll
names.
find it in just a second. Honestly,
Click
I
on
don't
it.
think I would be the salvage guy, anyways.
Okay. Yeah, if
I'll
you
be
want to
just
look
on
around.
lookout. Is that more core mechanic then?
Yeah, just do a core mechanic. We'll see how well
I
you
will.
roll
I
on
did
that.
find the salvage area, but for now, oh god,
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
Okay.
he's busy
Um,
trying to remember the name of the people he's supposed to be angry about. It was Tyrone, Cobalt, Riri.
Yeah. We'll
So
say
you hear a
I know
crunch, and all
exactly
of a
what's
sudden
going to
you're
happen
like,
with
I
this.
stepped in something. Oh god.
And it is exactly that. So you guys are salvaging. Chuck,
Yeah.
we'll go to you first. You find 3 scrap of tech level 2. It seems like this plane was pretty nice, pretty new. There's lots of electronics and good metal that's not been burnt out and stuff from the wreckage.
Okay.
You don't find. Let's see. You would find 2 bodies that have been totally burnt out, but you get the sense that there's definitely room for more people on this
Okay.
plane, but you only find 2 bodies of remains. It looks like one was like a pilot, and then the other one was someone else, like maybe like cargo
Charred
guy
to the
or
point,
something like
no identifying marks or clothing or anything.
that. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can make out one was the pilot because he's there. It's like the kind of the double wide cockpit thing. So
Sure.
one was in the front, burnt out. You don't see the other pilot, and then there's like a guy in the back where the cargo is that's also kind of burnt up. And as you're looking around, a lot of this cargo that you're seeing, some of it's like machine parts and things, but you're seeing lots of barrels, lots of plastic containers, lots of biohazard symbols,
Oh, yeah.
lots of stuff like that you kind of get in a bad sense from. Some of them are burnt, lots of them are ruptured. And Jeremy,
Uh-huh.
you're kind of standing downhill from this, kind of looking around. And you notice your mech's sinking a little bit into the ground, and your like kind of the feet of your mech are getting a little bit eroded and burnt away. You're gonna take 2 structure points of damage from just acid burning into this.
Well,
you will
better
get some
your mech's
information.
toesies than your toesies.
No, I disagree. I don't give a shit about my toes.
The other thing, you're going to see this, you're going to look down, you're going to see like your mech is kind of burning a little bit where you're standing, and you see this trail leaking from this cargo plane down the hill. You see it's kind of knocked some trees loose and melted some things. There's like nothing living in the brush all the way down. And it hits the water, and the water's kind of discolored there, and then it kind of slowly fizzles out and looks like the same color as the rest of the reservoir, but definitely looks like something leaked into the reservoir.
Everybody out of the water. This is like that story about that thing where it can go up your pee and into your pee hole.
Oh shit.
It's just, I could tell it's just like it.
At this moment, Eddie, you're looking for the controls to open up the reservoir.
It's Kandiru.
See that?
Kandiru? That's the name of that fish. That's it.
Stepped away.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that was the name of the people we're looking for. Candiru.
That's
That
it.
sounds right.
That's it.
Sounds right.
So,
Candiru.
Eddie, you're making your way in. You're looking.
Making my
around.
way downtown, heading to the place where the buttons are.
And we'll see.
No. Oh god. No.
You're making your way to the operations room. So it's a very large structure. It's big enough that your mechs can fit in it. In the first, you kind of walk through, there's these large, like kind of garage door type side doors to this power station. You'd be able to lift one of those with your mech up and step in. And you see there's several just these large, like cylindrical turbines that are just all in this like horseshoe shape. And you can only see the ones kind of on your side because you couldn't see all the way across. But you see there's like 4 of these massive cylindrical turbines. None of them are spinning. It's very kind of quiet in here. But you do see that there are some lights that are on. Like there's some power to this plant. You don't see any people inside. You start making your way, and you do see eventually too that there's like a sign that says that you're like in the generation room. There is a warehouse, and then there's also an operations room you're able to find. It looks like the operations room has just a very people-sized staircase going up to it, and it's much smaller. Like you would not be able to fit in with your mech.
Fair enough. Time to park and walk.
All
Making my way upstairs. Gonna find all of the levers. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'll just put over my. Hey guys, I was just thinking after what I saw in the water there, maybe we shouldn't be too quick to go ahead and rechannel the water back to those people because it seems like there's something really bad in the water.
Yeah, I'm having that thought too. It could be it's not an accident that the water was shut off. Maybe whoever crashed this plane polluted the water supply, locked down the dam to keep it from spreading out. Or I mean,
You
we
get
could.
that over your comms just as you're like walking up the stairway to the operations room there, Eddie.
I hear my comms go off, you said?
Yeah, you hear your comms saying that people are finding some potentially hazardous chemicals have leaked into the reservoir.
Oh, that don't sound good. Well, I will hold off doing anything until you guys tell me I should. But fair warning, I see buttons. It's hard not to press them.
Maybe
Get the
maybe
sense
come
that
back
there's a lot of buttons on the next room.
maybe come
Oh,
back down
yeah,
from the
baby.
buttons.
Hey, it's all right, Casper.
Papa
We done
loves
established
buttons.
you blow your load where you want to.
Oh, I love them buttons and levers.
All
Are
right.
there any twisty knobs? Please tell me there's some twisty knobs.
And then Dan,
Mhm.
you're kind of in between. And we'll see
Yes.
what you see. Roll me a core mechanic roll for me. I'll let you know
Alrighty.
how much detail we'll get out of this.
Let me see. Where is that?
Should
That's
be
right, I gotta
on
go
your
to the
macro
macro.
bar. Yeah.
There we
16.
go.
Okay.
No, not bad.
Yeah. You're kind of looking around. You see the rest of your party is kind of like up on the hill investigating the crash site. And then Eddie's down kind of below you in the power station. And for a split second, you see these trailing lights of a drone just kind of fly by
No,
over
it's
the
that.
lake some, and then
It's
seems to
is it
loop
that drone
around.
again?
And it kind of flies into like there's several like openings and ports and things in the side of this wall that's
Mhm.
holding the reservoir up, and it just kind of flies into one of those and disappears.
Oh, like is it near the rest of us in Submanor?
Kind of. You're not really like at the. It'd be closest to Eddie because he's like in the power station next to the wall. But
Okay.
you just saw that it flew inside of the structure around the dam.
Well, I guess I'll relay that information, if nothing else, and then we can decide what we want to do about it.
Yeah.
Because I sure don't know.
What are we doing? Eddie's not here. He's run away.
It's not. Eddie's at the operations. Then you guys head back down, or
Yeah.
anything else you want to look at the
Oh, at the poison
the
site,
crash site?
the only other thing I would want to look at is if there's any identification on the wreckage of the ship itself.
Yeah, and I'd say you don't even need to roll for it. You find lots of branding for say right, Ascension PLC lots of branding all over that. It's clearly an Ascension PLC cargo plane.
Is
And from like what little bits of their company that you may have seen like a picture of their mech and stuff before. It kind of has that
okay.
vibe about its construction.
Is that the same group that took the other stuff from us?
No, that was Avantis Heavy Industries.
Okay, that's okay.
And you would assume that they are not friendly. Almost every corp is not friendly with each other. Some have worked together, but and some are like subsidiaries of each other. But you would know that Ascension PLC and Avantis are not aligned. They have never worked on anything together. They are competing.
If our mechs have comm units, were we potentially able to get back in touch with a group from that town?
You could probably ping out.
All right, I want to at least get a message out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hardly a comms expert. Hey, potential contagion in the water. Here's some basic water safety protocols that I know from back in my days as a miner. Be aware there's potential contaminants in the water if we don't come back. They deserve to know, just in case.
Yeah.
You'd probably be able to at least beam that back to your guy's walker or your Union crawler, which is nearby. So you could relay that to someone in the crawler.
In case things go sideways for us, there's no reason for them to be drinking
tasty water that's not hot dog water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because potentially, if someone just walked up and didn't check out the crash site above and just switch, they wouldn't know.
Yeah, and there's this mysterious drone flying around that's doing who knows what exactly.
Yes, and the drone was the same company make.
Maybe at this point we know it's seen us. What's that? There's like that language you can do where it's like blink, 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 blinky, blink, 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 blink.
Morse code?
I mean, are there just open
we should be like
channels?
Help or asshole to that thing. Because maybe they, like you said, maybe they shut down on purpose because they're like doing the right thing.
They had an oopsie and they're preventing the further whoopsie.
Then again, I got no reason to believe them however they answer. So you just got to assume they're an asshole.
Yeah.
Eddie, you are right next to the operations room. Everyone else is about 30 minutes to an hour out from getting to join up with you if they decide to leave like at that second. Are you going in without them? Or are you waiting to
I'm in the control room. Hell yeah. I'm in there, feet up, just singing to myself, eating pocket hot dogs.
You try to open the door to the control room and find that it is locked.
That don't mean nothing to me. I got tools.
You slice through the door and you push it and it hits something as if it's barricaded on the other side.
Oh. Well, the bit of the door I sliced through, can I look through and see what's on the other side blocking it?
Yeah, it looks like a large, like, kind of cabinet metal thing has been, like, pushed in the way of the door just a bit. It's not impossible to force through, maybe, but, like, it looks like someone deliberately put this metal cabinet in the way of this door.
I'll knock on the door.
Look inside, too, and the only other thing you'd see through kind of, like, this sliver in here, you see some kind of like waste, like food wrapper scraps and stuff like that, like some ration scraps in this room.
Okay. I'll bang on the door from the outside. Just, hello? Is there anybody there? Do you need help? I got pocket hot dogs.
And after a short bit, you hear a very faint voice. Are you from the village?
Yeah, we're trying to help them dig a well, and we came up here to check out the dam, and it sounds like maybe there's a contaminant. So I was just trying to check on things here
already.
Yeah, my buddies are up the hill.
The other ones didn't.
Okay, what's up? Hold on, let me get another hot dog. All right, what's up?
It's important.
We cannot open the dam.
Well, yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty bad up there on the hill.
Yes. There's several contaminants. There's a neurotoxin, all sorts of horrible things that spilled. That I didn't mean for that to happen, but we cannot open the dam. It'll go down.
So how do we?
It'll kill the town that those people came from. It'll kill the town downstream of that. It'll kill all of the things in the central lake. It'll be an environmental disaster.
How do we? What can we do to help?
And at this, with you like talking more, you see like half of the face of someone kind of peek their head around the corner. They've got very long, white, kind of matted, disheveled hair, and they've got this long beard, and he's got glasses that are partially broken. And he kind of peeks around. It's like, "You're trying to help."
Well, yeah, I mean that was the aim. We didn't know anything about what was going on up here until we came to check out the dam. Then my buddies up the hill found the spill from the crash, and it's pretty nasty.
Oh, they shouldn't be around that. It's not very good for them. There's lots of chemicals and stuff.
They were in their crawlers, their mechs, so they're okay, but they're coming back because I mean it was pretty nasty looking.
Yeah, don't touch any of it. In your crawlers, it's good, but you should probably be hosed off before you interact with anything.
Duly noted. Are you okay? You barricaded yourself in. I assume you were in danger.
Well, the last people were not very friendly that interacted with me, and so yeah, I had to barricade myself in here and deal with them.
Do you need it? Do you need any? I mean, I got a little bit of supply. I got a little bit of water, and like I said, I got some hot dogs with me. Nothing fancy, but I mean, do you need anything?
When you say like water and food and stuff, you hear the metal thing get pushed to the side a little bit,
screeching across the floor.
And he's holding like this comically oversized handgun in one of his hands, and he's kind of lowering it to the side and tucking it back behind in his pocket, like his pants pocket. And he puts his hands up. He's like, "I would absolutely love some food. I've been eating the worst rations from my like survival first aid kit thing. They're terrible. I think they're expired."
Oh, I mean, those things aren't half bad compared to. But you know what? Never mind. Hold on. Let me go down to the mech and grab some food and water and stuff. I'll be right back in just a sec. Okay.
Okay.
I'll run back down. I'll just grab whatever I've got in the cab of my thing because I've always got some snacks and stuff, and I'll have probably some water in there. I'll come back up.
You guys have a refrigerated, snack thing too.
We left that at the.
True. That's back at the crawler, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure you guys have all sorts of snacks from it every time you leave on a mission.
Yeah. I got like hot dogs and hot dog jerky and hot dog water and all kinds of hot dog related things.
Hot dogs.
Dehydrated hot dogs, candied hot dogs.
Hot dog, the towel.
Yeah.
Hot dog, the space heater.
I'll bring all kinds of stuff up there with me, and if he'll let me come in, I'm not armed. I got tools, but I'm not armed.
And he asks again before he like lets you all the way. He's like, "You're not from the town. Have you spoken with the town? Why are you here?"
So we came across the town and offered to help try and dig a well, and that's when they mentioned something about some folks coming up here to the dam. So we said we'd come check it out, but we're not from the town. We're traders. We got a crawler parked a little ways away, and we happened to be coming through the area. We were hoping to trade, and that's when they said they needed help, and yada yada. That's why we're here, buddy.
Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. No, you can come in.
Right. I'll come in, just kind of sit down, offer him some food and drink, and just kind of ask him to tell me about what he knows, what all happened.
Mm-hmm. Is anyone else doing anything at this point? Are you guys on your way back down to meet up with them?
Yeah, on the way back down.
Got a really stupid idea that might come up in the meanwhile.
What's that?
No idea. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, I
remember how we found
relay.
that weird reactor ball thing, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was all hot and like doing crazy shit to the environment around it. What if we took one of those, right? Because those are portable, right? Like we could have taken from the one spot, taken to our thing. Nothing to say we can't take the one from our thing to here, and you just fucking teabag it in the water, like reactor shit. Like this water's bad, but then you just fucking boil it with this radioactive ball, right? And then like our bowl and its radioactive goodness overpowers that other shit. And then like some science bullshit happens. Right?
Emphasis on some bullshit.
2 poisons cancel out, right?
Right?
Yeah.
It's exactly. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So Joe,
Yeah.
I'm assuming this guy has some sort of comm equipment there in the control room.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
So
ask
you
him.
would see that he's got some. It looks like he's rigged together some stuff that was existing and mixed in some of his own things. You see, there's like a few containers and things that look like he might have dragged it from the wreckage here.
Okay.
And one thing that you see too is like a small screen that has you see like controls that you would not mistake for like a drone or something. Like you see like the joystick and things that you see that people would pilot a drone with.
Okay.
Screen next to it.
I'll ask him. Hey, my buddies are probably heading down. I don't want anybody to scare anybody. Do you mind if we give them a call and just let them know where I'm at and what's going on, and that you're friendly and we're all good. We're just trying to sort it out.
I'm friendly as long as you don't want to open the dam and do anything with the toxins.
Well, we definitely don't want to poison anybody. That's not the goal today. So yeah, I'll just give everybody a heads up. Hey, I'm talking to this guy here. He's shut down the dam because he was worried about the toxins and everything else like that. We're just hanging out in the control room talking. So when you show up, just
Be cool.
come chill. Be cool.
Okay.
He got a big iron on his hip. Just be cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
All right.
talk to him.
You guys wait a bit,
Yeah.
and then you meet up. You're all in this control room. You're able to fit your mechs again inside of like the power generation area, but this control room is too small for your mechs, so you'd have to get out and then walk up the stairs. And it's like this small, I think like a little bit larger than a shipping container sized room. And then kind of the back wall of it, the lawn wall, has just all sorts of these consoles and knobs. Some of them are broken, some are not working. You see, this is like all the controls for the plants. There's individual controls for each of the turbines. There's spillway control, and then you also see that he has this little station set up for the drone.
Oh,
All right. Now, how are we gonna fix this?
okay. So, like, you were from the plane that had this. If this is waste, what is the waste from? What's the purpose of the waste? Right? Let's start there.
So, my company likes to work on things and make things that are, very interesting, but sometimes they have interesting side effects that are more interesting than what we were making it for. And we were on our way to deposit the contents of the plane in a place that would not have been very good for lots of people. And I tried to voice my concerns with it, and then I crashed a plane. And unfortunately, I crashed the plane into a water supply. So it's not quite been a seamless derailment of that plan. But
so it sounds like you were aware of some intent. So please share some of that intent with us, because maybe if we understand some of that intent, we can then better focus our reaction.
This plane had enough poisons to kill an entire Arco, and that's what they were trying to do.
Ooh, mama. That sounds like some nasty business.
Yeah.
Sounds like you tried to stop them. Accident notwithstanding, it sounds like you tried to do the right thing.
Yeah, there's a bit of an argument while we were in the plane, and then the plane kind of came down. And
what kind of poison? What kind of poison we talking about? Like,
so it's a neurotoxin. It was originally supposed to be a medicine product. It's supposed to, cure all sorts of ailments and help you focus better at all sorts of things. But we figured out if you don't microdose it, it very rapidly melts your organs. And if you breathe it, it's not good. If you drink it, it's not good. If you touch it, it's okay, but still not good. If too much of it soaks into your skin.
Right.
So just all around not so good.
So I mean,
Yeah.
any of us know any medical types? Like what maybe like goes against medicine? Oh, wait, isn't there lots of shit like when you're on medicants that tell you don't do this with this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe is there
grapefruit that
something
makes
that
it
would be a
worse.
don't do this with this to be like a, like the somebody say smart words.
Does it
Uh-oh.
have any known reactants that could neutralize it?
Neutralizing agents, yes. So we found that
Can hot dog water neutralize the neurotoxin?
it would probably dilute it, but not enough that would matter. It was incredibly potent what was in that plane. Like basically what happened here is what they were trying to do to an entire arco. They were trying to spill that contents of its plane into their water supply and melt all of the people inside of the city. So it in the reservoir right now is a bit of a problem. There is a potential neutralizing agent though. There's a fungus that grows in a swamp.
Okay.
Grows in a swamp. It's growing on a thing that is currently in a swamp that is nearby.
It grows on a living creature that lives in a swamp.
Yes. Creature's a bit of an understatement, but yes, there's a thing that is partially fungus and very large, and it lives in a swamp. And
Okay.
we've
Some sort of
found
fungus among
that
us situation.
It was very non-affected by this. Potentially to the point where it neutralizes it. Or at least if I had some time, I could make something that would neutralize it.
So we got to go find this creature, kill it, and throw its corpse in the water.
Yeah, and just give it a good old yeet.
I could do it. I prefer just at least harvesting some of it. Don't necessarily need to kill it. I'd be surprised if you were able to kill it, but if you could at least do enough damage to it that you get some stalks of its fungus off of its body and then get it to run away or something, or annoy it enough, or maybe find where it lives and sheds or something. Any amount of that. But yeah, I need some of that.
Okay.
That, or we just leave the dam closed forever.
Well, there's a village down the ways a little bit that really depends on the water that came from the dam.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we go find a swamp monster and
Steal its back hair.
Right.
Yeah.
we either fight it or fuck it and bring it back.
Time to tickle the swamp snake.
Right.
Maybe all
Time
of
to
the
go
above.
blow our load, gents.
It's not a snake,
That's-
it's more of a lizard thing, very large.
Oh, okay. We got to drain the lizard of some of its fungal stuff. All right, fair enough. Whatever.
Yeah.
Drain the lizard,
All right.
skin the snake.
What's your name?
allegory.
What's your name, bud?
Philip.
Philip. Philip, good to
Philip
meet
J.
you.
Fry.
Good to work with you. I'm excited about this plan. I'm a fan. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're all going to go get some of this fungus stuff. You, when we leave, go ahead and barricade yourself in here just to keep you safe. I don't want nothing happening to you, all right? We're going to go get some fungus. And when, not if, when we're successful, we'll bring you back some of this fungus. We'll see if we can't figure out a way to neutralize this stuff, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Make sure the town stops sending people. It was very
We will
unpleasant.
communicate with the town and let them know we're on the job and they can back the hell off because it sounds like you've had a rough time.
Yes.
We'll let them know. We were giving them some provisions, so hopefully that'll kind of take some heat off for a little bit and get them at least kind of right the ship long enough for us to go get this done. All right.
We're gonna finish this mission for Coriander.
Yeah.
There you go.
Something like it at
Anyway.
least.
We'll head out, and I'll kind of give him some more of my supplies and provisions to hold him
He
off for a little,
very
just
happily
so
takes them.
yeah, because he's got to be hungry and thirsty. So clean water ish, some hot dog based treats and jerkies and such, and I'll just say, all right, now, good guy Philip. As soon as we're out, again, go ahead and barricade yourself in. I'll let you know when we get back. I'm assuming he's got like a comm code or something like that I can reach him on when we approach again.
Yeah, he's got like a whole comm station set up. So he's like, oh yeah, if you need to reach me, here's where you beam at, and I'll be able to pick it up.
Perfect. Exactly. All right. We'll let you know when we're heading back, hopefully with what we need, and then we can hook back up and get working on this.
Fantastic. I hope I see you guys again.
All right. Transforming and rolling out, boys.
Yeah.
Autobots roll out.
Yeah.
All right. Is anyone else doing anything while they're here with Philip?
No.
Or here at the power station or anything?
Oh. The original group of people. Can we ask him what happened to Colt, Ryan, and Tully?
You see, he kind of looks off to the side and definitely doesn't make eye contact with you as you asked about that. Just, they were very persistent about turning the water on, and I didn't let them.
You killed them.
Well, yes.
I mean, Ruffles, I'm just saying those three people whose names you're supposed to yell out. This is the guy that killed them.
Keep in mind, hey, hold on. We need his help to try and neutralize the agent so we can open the dam.
But I've also
deal
had
with that.
Canary try to tell me I was supposed to do something even though I knew it would hurt people.
I figured it was much easier to kill three
It
people
hurts.
than the entire village.
I don't like that feeling.
Well, how about this? We will make him atone for the murder of those people by making him save the rest of the village.
You're gonna save people. You're gonna save Tyrone and Riri and Cletus and but oh.
I'll pull Ruffles aside. Ruffles, listen for a sec. All right. I know this is giving you a headache. It's giving me a headache too. Why don't we set that aside for a little bit? Focus on this big lizard dick that we got to go get this shit from.
Yeah.
And we'll worry about the headache afterwards. All right. No sense having a headache and trying to blow shit up. Let's just blow shit up, then come back and we'll deal with the headache.
Sounds like
Like
a good
one
plan.
and then the other.
Yeah.
What do you say, bud?
Fight big monster because it's easier.
Yep.
I don't
Easier.
like hard
We can
questions.
shoot. We can shoot it. We can blow it up. We can do whatever we got to do, and then when we come back, we'll deal with this mess. All right. One thing at a time.
Yep.
I've watched people drink poison water before. It goes real bad.
It
Yeah.
does. We don't want that. We want to save the town, and we will. You, and me, buddy, and everybody else. We're gonna save the town. Don't you worry. But we got to go deal with this lizard shit first.
My sister had a little boy only had 4 fingers because of the water.
Total or on one hand?
Total.
Oh,
Was he
were they
born
still
that
on their
way?
hands?
Yeah,
That's a little trooper there.
he was. He killed him 4 copers, 1 for each finger. Mean
Okay.
fucker. That
Attaboy.
water didn't affect his teeth none. Fluoride covered scenes of violence. Him.
Got them
Yeah.
chompers.
Yeah.
He was, man.
It's
Oh,
got
shit.
the teeth.
All
I
right.
miss you, Floyd.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Floyd would want you to enjoy taking your frustrations out on this lizard thing. So let's go do it.
This
Yeah,
one's
I
for
think so.
Floyd.
From my reconnaissance of the area as well, I believe there are 2 of them. One is a baby. I would suggest going after that one.
Well,
Fair enough. If you don't
That's
mind just
fine.
beaming over any other info you have on them, or how they might what offensive danger we might be going into, that'd be great.
If you find a big one, you will die.
Hmm.
But
Well-
the small one is probably closer to your capabilities, judging off of the mechs I see out there.
Luckily
Well, I'll tell
for
you what.
you,
Philip, why you got a drone? Can you help us? Can you help us scout out the area with the drone and kind of be our eyes on the in the air?
It is further than the range of my drone, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
worried that people will come here and open the dam,
yeah.
as people have
Gotcha.
already tried to, and I had to stop them.
We can pass the word or help pass the word to not do that any further.
Yeah.
We done passed the word about it being poisonous.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll make sure they understand that we are also not wanting them to open the dam yet, until we can solve the problem.
But
they need to hold off.
The last three were not.
Oh, they had
Well,
more
we'll talk
skin
to
in
them on the
game.
way. Yeah, we'll talk to them on the way. We'll try and take some of the heat off you, but just as a safety precaution, like I said, go ahead and barricade yourself in until we get back. All right.
Better
I
safe
do
than
it.
sorry, as they say.
Yep. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll, guys. Let's head that way.
Yep.
Mm.
I mean, we have to kill the young one, because if we killed the older one, not only do we have that one hell of a fight, but we just made an orphan lizard monster,
No,
You
and
don't
that's
want
not
orphans.
good for anyone.
no.
Wait, so we need to be baby killers?
Yeah.
Think of it as a late term.
It's it's safer for the world.
Can always make more kids.
But orphans, that's forever. You really
Orphan-
want
yeah.
to leave that lizard baby out there and it becomes giant baby lizard Batman?
Yeah,
Oh
you don't
my
want
Lord.
Batman.
I'm just
Lizard.
saying this is all based off what some corpos said to us, right?
Yeah, it is. Honestly, I don't even think we should kill it. I think we should get up there. Echo should sneak in and steal some of those mushrooms off its back.
There you go.
I mean, I just want to voice. I normally really like murdering things, but when a corporate man tells me that we might kill something,
Yeah.
I kind of want to say fuck him and don't murder it.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, he did say ideally we wouldn't kill either of them. We'd just be able to get the mushrooms because I don't think he wants to see it die either.
Well, then
It's more he would
maybe I
be
do want to kill
incredibly
it.
surprised if you could kill it.
I just want to do whatever he doesn't want because
Well, what
Well, he wants to keep the village safe, so
yeah, fucking
this is a lot of directions.
don't
on
worry about it,
this.
Ruffles. We'll tell you when to shoot.
Here's how we're gonna fuck the corpo over. He wants the mushrooms to counteract the water, right? The poison in the water. He also wants mushrooms so he can take it back and study it. So we get the mushrooms and we use 100% of them to
Just
fix
to fix
the
the
water.
Yeah.
right.
There you go. And then he stands
Yeah.
trial for his
And we
his
put him at the
attempted
mercy of the people of the village.
I think so. I mean, I think there's room for mercy for him. He shouldn't
We
have
let
killed
them
those.
make the choice. Like
Yeah.
he does as much as he can for them. If they feel he's done right, we let him be
Yeah.
at the mercy of the people that he put in danger.
Yeah.
God,
I
what I would have done to have a chance to stand trial over the mother. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a great fucking
Canary
idea.
AI.
All right. Let's go to the swamp.
Okay. So from what he kind of directs you, there is like a rather large swamp kind of in this region here. It's further downriver from Sunny Creek. And it's kind of in between Sunny Creek and then where the larger river, where the river widens and then it's like another dam and then this massive central kind of lake. He was saying probably around this area is where the last reported like sightings of this creature was, when they've tried to harvest it before and sent out teams for it. So be a few days travel from where you're at? Are you guys stopping like at New City Creek on your way there, or are you just going straight there?
I mean, we.
What's your-
Well,
what's your
I'd say
plan?
we probably need to stop and set them straight on things and tell them to stay the hell
Yeah.
away from the dam until we sort things out.
Yeah, because if we
Yeah.
don't come
Also
back,
tell them how
Yeah.
to sort it out. Yeah, exactly. In case we don't come back.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
Is it, if some time is taken, is it possible to mess with structure points on your mech?
I'd say like when you guys make it back to New City Creek, you'd have enough time to heal up your mech a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably spend. Do you have the ability to do that, Chuck?
I do. I can heal you up.
Nice.
I'm only down a couple. It's just a thought before we get into potential
Yeah.
giant swamp monster fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can patch you up if it comes to it, but it costs me 2 AP, and
Oh,
it does
yeah.
heal
You
up
guys are
2
going to get
SP.
3 AP at the start of the next session too.
Why don't we write it? If we get there and you're still down, we'll take a breather and I'll patch you up.
Cool.
Yeah. Since it's like an ability that costs AP, that's
I
probably
gotcha.
going to be the way that you do it in mid mission.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah, if it's an AP thing, I get it. I'm not
Yeah.
low by any means.
Yeah. But still, when it's time to fight that lizard, it would be better if you're full up.
So I will
Right.
get drill deep in that thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make your way back to New City Creek.
Yep.
They
Give 'em the
what's her name?
Octavia.
Yeah, Octavia. Yep. So Octavia runs out to meet you guys, so then it's kind of like looking at the river back at you guys and sees that you don't have the missing people with you, and she's very concerned looking and she's like, oh no, it's not, damaged beyond.
All right,
We're not gonna have to do something.
here's the deal. There's a horrible, horrible crash up there, which spilled toxin all over the place. Neurotoxin. It's some terrible
Delicious.
caustic shit. Your people are dead. They're not coming back.
Oh,
That's unfortunate, but I think we may be able to solve the problem with the toxin and reopen the dam. As long as you guys give us time to go find this substance that we need to go find in the swamp that might be able to counteract it, then there's somebody who knows how to fix it up there at the dam. We just
dam?
need to get this.
someone lives there?
No, he doesn't live there, but we ran into a guy who knows about the toxin, and he wants to help solve the problem so we can reopen the dam. But we got to find this stuff that can counteract the toxin. So for now,
Why
I
does
know
he
it
know about
sucks.
the toxin?
He was in the crew of the plane that crashed that was carrying the toxin.
Yeah. Not
So he
exactly
made
a
the
regular old
toxin?
hero.
I wouldn't
Wait,
say
what?
he made the toxin. He was just
No, he wanted to prevent the toxin's use. Unfortunately, the plane crashed, and it happened to crash by the dam. And he closed the dam, worried that it was going to poison all of you. He tried to save you guys. So you got to stop sending people up there to the dam, all right?
it's super
No more sending
dangerous.
anybody to the dam. It's dangerous. That stuff will eat them alive, okay? You got to let us go fix this
I
first.
mean, just look what happened to
once we
Ruffles'
fix
feet
it-
over there.
yeah, you can.
guys saw
Yeah,
for
we'll point
yourself
over to
that
the
it
feet of
was-
his
that
mech.
It was poisoned. Do you believe this man?
Yeah, look
I
at
mean-
look at the feats.
Look at
Look at
Ruffles'
those.
feet.
Well, his burnt feet over there don't lie. They stepped in that stuff, and it almost melted his feet.
I've refreshed myself on the names. I would have loved nothing better than to commit murder on the names of Colt, Ryan, and Tully. But I think the right thing to do is to hold off and try to clear this first.
Yeah.
So if Colt, Ryan, and Tully had any friends or loved ones that want to hug each other right now, you should do so and respect that they all meant well and wanted to save their town. But we're going to keep trying to work to do that in their honor too.
Yeah.
She's like, this is a lot. Why
Yeah,
are
I
they
know.
dead?
They're
What?
dead because they're dead. Don't think too hard about it right now. That place up there is a mess right now. We're
Yeah.
gonna solve it. We're gonna clean it up. But for now, all you guys need to know is you guys got to stay away from the dam because it's dangerous and toxic, and you will die if you run into this sludge.
Did they?
The only reason we
come
didn't die
across
is
the
because they were in
toxin?
mechs. Sorry, what?
Let's-
Did they get in the toxin or something? Like, is that why they're?
We don't know. We don't know. All right.
Yeah.
We don't know. That's the truth of it. But they're gone. There's not even bodies up there. So
Let's.
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go find this substance to counteract the toxin, so we can clean up the water. Once we clean up the water, we can get the dam reopened. Once the dam's reopened and your people are safe and nobody's getting poisoned, then we can try and investigate further and see if we can figure out what else happened or why. But for now, we got to solve the toxin because it is some deadly shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like it was a Corpo plane that crashed.
Oh, it definitely
And-
was. I could even tell her the company name.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Not exactly guilt-free, but
Now, I want to point out the guy who is trying to help us fix the toxin tried to stop the Corpos from poisoning a whole town of people with it. So he's not a bad guy. Leave him be. Let him keep an eye on things while we're trying to find this stuff and stay the hell out of there until we can fix it.
Okay. It's a lot to go off of.
Yeah.
You believe his story and.
Oh, we've seen the toxin and stepped in it. It's nasty stuff, yeah. And he was very helpful and very friendly. He told us exactly what we need to do to try and counteract it. But he's an old guy. He doesn't have the resources to try and fix it by himself. So it's a good thing we're here. But trust me, we're as confused as anything either when we got up there because we went up thinking we were just going to open a dam, and all of a sudden we find a crash and all kinds of shit.
yeah, we're like, man, we're just gonna turn the water on. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't want to poison you guys because that would be the opposite of what we're aiming for.
Fair enough, but we are. How do you know how long this will take?
Where we
I
gotta go
don't.
is just over in the swamp. We won't be gone
Yeah.
long. The
And we got supplies in the crawler. We'll leave
Yeah.
the crawler nearby so you guys can have some supplies and stuff to keep you going. Okay, we're not going to
I wouldn't go
abandon
that
you.
swamp. There's horrible stuff in that swamp.
that's where we gotta go.
That's why we got to go. Unfortunately, it's because we got to get stuff from those horrible
we can
creatures.
ask you because she may know. What do you know about giant lizards that live in the swamp that have mushrooms on their backs?
Well, I don't know anything about the mushrooms on their backs, but I know about giant lizards that live out there. Some of them are absolutely. I mean, the biggest one out there could just walk through that dam and destroy it if it wanted to. I don't know what would stop it.
So-
Yeah, hopefully a lack
Apparently-
of desire.
Yeah, apparently that thing's got some fungus on its back that'll counteract the neurotoxin. So we gotta go shave its back.
Okay.
Or gotta
Or
go
at least
save
a
the
smaller
world.
version.
Like, you know how some lizards don't like certain type, like some people would like leave mint on their doorway to keep some shit from coming through. Is there anything like that the lizards around here don't like?
People, I mean, they seem to usually avoid settlements and things. They don't like the noise. They don't like the hustle and bustle of our town
Okay.
and things. They don't usually come
Noise,
here.
hustle and bustle.
They're pretty-
Wish we had
Noise is
Jake here.
good.
Gotcha.
Pretty,
Noise is
pretty
good.
reclusive.
We can rock some noise if we have to. Okay.
That's all we know. I mean, that's our guess as to why they never roam too far. I don't know what in particular about the swamp that they like so much, but they seem to be pretty.
I mean, sometimes it's just real
resigned to that
comfortable to
area.
just be down deep and cozy in your own depth and murk, you know, just kind of floating in the abyss like.
And there's great like hunting and fishing out that way, but we don't bother with it anymore after we've lost too many people and heard too many horror stories about the stuff out there. And there's got to be plenty of food out there for something that big to live.
Hmm.
Yep.
I mean, maybe
All
if we
right.
could, so if we don't have to aim to kill this thing. If we're aiming more to like gather sources, we could do more like kind of like depth charge sort of things, right? And if our unicorn fellow was here, we can know how to do like well-timed musical blasts, so to speak, right? Things that are kind of like there's certain sounds that occur in nature, and there are certain sounds that only occur when a bunch of asshole humans are around, right?
Right.
If
Like
we
the
did
most annoying sound in the
concentrated
world.
blasts of those, we might be able to funnel its region. And then maybe we had something set to like scrape as it went past certain checkpoints. We could just focus more on trying to funnel it in a direction, scrape as it went in that direction. And we don't have to kill this fucking lizard because this lizard never did nothing wrong. Who the fuck cares about these corporal assholes? We do what we got to do. We don't fucking hurt somebody for just living its fucking life in its fucking home, right?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We funnel it through some narrow things. We hang some cargo nets down. It'll
Right.
run, and those cargo nets will just ride across its back and dislodge, and we can just follow in its wake and pick things up.
I don't want to kill no baby lizard. It's just living its life.
That's the
Fair.
plan then.
He's just hanging out in the swamp, just doing what he's supposed to do. He ain't never done nothing wrong.
Problem is,
Catch a release.
we've only got
There's a
2
lot of trauma that
explosives.
seeps out when this guy talks, it seems like.
You
He's
got
been through a
trauma.
lot.
Stupid faces trauma.
My apologies. It's just, I hope you're all right.
I'm fine.
He's not, but it's fine. We love him anyway. All right, come on, guys. Let's pack up. Let's go. We got a plan.
Wait,
No kill. Catch and release. Let's go.
do these people? Do you have explosives that we can have?
Perhaps we can put some together. We don't really keep a whole lot of those in stock, but let me
Or
see.
maybe-
I know if there's a few people that used to be miners. They might have some old charges or something.
Or maybe stuff more along the lines of ropes and nets and things of that nature, or chains.
Those would be good.
Oh,
We
I'm
could
sure we have some
also
of that.
get on the
Um,
Yaga too and raid it for stuff.
Yeah, we have lots of nets for fishing and things. This river's usually pretty wide and deep, and we usually do fishing with nets and things, all sorts. And a few of us go down all the way to the big lake, and they might be willing to spare some nets from that as well.
All right. Start getting a little creative here, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys could scrounge some of that together.
Yeah.
And then on your guys' crawler, I'm sure you'd be able to get some chains and nets and things and random, not like, because that seems like the type of supplies you guys could scrounge together that's not super specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of nets, lots of rope, maybe some cargo nets for holding stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that.
Maybe we put
Yeah.
like little metal filaments here and there if we need to, because I know I've got the magnetic thing I can trigger that if we really needed to, if we've got at least just a little bit of metal here and there,
Suck it in.
suck it in.
That's a good idea. All right. So let's get a few
Yeah.
charges to funnel this thing. It means the fastest of us may need to be bait for a little bit.
That's all right. That'd be something I'd be good at, probably.
We lure it to where we want it to. We set off the charges, sending it running a certain direction.
Well, with my hover drone.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a good
As
idea.
you guys are talking, you notice that the that drone is back, kind of off, hovering outside of, just barely outside of town.
Give it a thumbs up.
Don't draw attention to it. Don't draw attention to it. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look.
Why are
Oh,
we not looking at
I
it?
moon it.
I was just gonna.
Just so the townspeople don't get riled up.
I mean, the
like they're kinda-
townspeople already know that he's up there.
They do, but they're twitchy. I don't trust the townsfolk.
Well, we warned him. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
Let's hope
Desperate
cooler
folks, though.
heads.
Desperate
But
folks make dumb decisions.
also, because the fact that the dude up there is panicking a little bit and he's already killed people, I will give the drone a thumbs up. Just to
Okay.
kind of signal that, hey, things are
Things
cool.
are all right.
Give it a thumbs
are
up,
alright,
and the
yeah.
drone does this.
It's a little
and then-
air. Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Little wibble
Fair
wobble,
enough.
but doesn't fall down.
Yeah.
Little wibble
Just
wobble.
Just
confirmation.
kind of ascends and descends a few
Yeah.
times and settles.
What's the thing that planes do where they do the wing thing?
Yeah.
The symbol shows it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are putting together some nets and things, some preparations. I think let's do some core mechanic rolls here.
Okay.
I'll go around and have everyone say like what kind of part they're prepping. It sounds like we need some nets, we need some chains, we need some charges, we need some sort of scraping thing. I don't know if you're using the environment or you have anything in particular that you're wanting to do the scraping with. Like, what are you guys doing for prep? And I'll go through each of you and then we'll do a roll and see how well we did that. So we'll start with Chuck.
Really, you should have me go last because my plan is we've got to transport all this shit out there.
Okay.
And that's what the battle ass is for, is just packing as much shit into that ass as possible. So that's
Okay.
what I'm going to be.
Choice
That's my
words
main
there.
concern. That's, yeah.
We'll go with Jeremy then. What preparations are you putting together?
I like to think that Ruffles was part of like several horrible corporate mining expeditions, including trying to mine for resources in aquatic underground services, which included like setting off charges to where debris would get blown apart in the water and then you had to collect it. So maybe he's not unfamiliar with trying to set up like nets that will have magnetic things to where like the general pattern of like you blow debris, you set the nets to spread in a certain pattern, and then you set off your magnet on your mech to pull that debris in. So he's trying to set up mets. He's trying to set up mets in mesh with that.
Okay. Sure. Give me a core mechanic roll. And
Okay.
then,
Trying off to suck.
your upper end's going to be pretty high on this.
I suck.
Okay, tough choice. So
Or we have
basically-
rerolls.
Oh yeah, you guys
That's
do have
true.
rerolls.
No,
Yeah,
no.
rerolls.
You
Use
save the
one.
Yeah,
reroll.
3.
I mean,
You
we're
can
going
use
to
one
need
for this, maybe.
Yeah, we're going to need this gear.
Okay, I'll try one.
Yeah.
It's got to be better than a 6, right? There we go.
11.
Success. Yeah, full success.
There we go.
And
There we go.
Especially from your
Improvement.
like specific experience on this, that's totally plausible for sure. Also, yeah, you get those very similar nets. You're able to spend your time putting together the nets in a familiar way that you've used them before. You have that ready to go.
Really want to kill this lizard. It's just a poor baby lizard just living his life.
Yeah. And not killing it's probably going to be much more successful than killing it.
Yeah.
Biotitans in this game are insane. All right, Dan, you're next in my order.
I don't like
I
that you
don't-
call
I
them Bile Titans.
Biotitans.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like the same difference right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what I'm going to do because I was just planning on being the distraction of sorts. So
Well, this is the gathering resources phase.
Yeah, this is the prepping.
Yeah.
You're
So-
in
I mean,
town,
what-
you're near your union crawler.
You
You're
can
able to
just
scrounge together materials or anything you want to
head
do
onto the
beforehand.
crawler and gather up ropes and nets and chains.
that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, and if there's something in particular you want to do, I mean, you could just kind of do this as like kind of like a floating prep, like
Yeah.
that
Just
you
just
can
getting
spend
materials
later.
lined up and yeah. All right. That sounds fine.
Sure.
Just a core roll for that, or
yeah, just core roll, see how good you do in general. Oh, you also got an 11, so
I'll take it.
get a decent amount of stuff prepped. Kind of non-specific, but we'll let you. I'll give you like one kind of, retcon. This is what you prepped for when you guys are out there. Bert, you're next.
I have no idea.
They don't like noise.
I was going to say, I
shape
think it
them.
would be a bad idea to have something like some flashbang type of things that'll disorient it enough for us to get some of the stuff off its bag without having to engage it.
That's kind of
Stuff
where
like
I was
that.
going to head.
Sure. Yeah, whatever you're trying to prep, give me a core mechanic. See how well you do. Thanks. Tough choice. Are you want to roll with that, or do you want to do a reroll, or?
I don't know. Let's hear your tough choice. What's my setback? So I'm trying to make things that are like flashbangs and disorienting. As
The
a
tough choice would be
suggestion,
that you get those, but they are more manual than they're harder to set up. So I'll have you do another roll.
sure.
make sure that they
Instead
go
of it
off
just
correctly.
being like a timer, maybe it's like a grenade sort
Yeah.
of thing instead.
Right.
Or, all right, yeah, that'll
it's
work.
more
I'll take
involved
that.
to use them.
Sure.
Okay. Alrighty. And then Eddie, what are you prepping?
I've got my floodlights on the mech on Mother, so I'm gonna try and rig them up to be more of like kind of a alternating strobe pattern, kind of same thing,
Just
kind
a
of like
really
a
obnoxious bright
just
flashlight.
super obnoxious. And I've got kind of some party speakers because my mech has like a wraparound deck kind of thing outside of the cab.
Yeah.
And I've got some party speakers out there, so I'm gonna wire those up so that I can play some recordings of just really loud, like industrial noises recorded from the depths of our crawler to play in concert with those lights. So I'm just trying to rewire and jury rig some flip switches in
Trying
my
to
cab,
make your mech as annoying as possible.
just as annoying as god awful possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a roll. See how
Now I
well this
actually
goes.
have an ability called jury rig to make improvised equipment and stuff. Do you want me to roll that? It's just a core.
Yeah, if you have an
thing.
ability that bypasses a roll, absolutely, you can just spend the AP to do that.
Okay. Yep, I will do that. It is
Yeah.
2 AP, so I will go ahead and mark that down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's kind of for anything in this system. If you have an ability that bypasses the need for a roll, just you do that and it happens. So, absolutely. You've got your strobe lights overcharged and your speakers cranked and reamped, and
I got a piece of painter's tape or whatever on the labels that just says party time.
yeah. You've got a little noisy disco ball. It's like one of those children's toys that you just turn it on. It does a whole bunch of annoying things.
Yeah, imagine like the sound of an entire city's construction crews going at once, plus the laser light show from a Dead Mouse concert.
All right.
It's like, holy shit, I'm gonna have a freaking seizure.
Fantastic. Okay.
Whoop,
While
whoop.
your preparations go underway, it sounds like you guys have got your nets, you've got some general supplies kind of prepped, you've got some flashbangs, you've got some noise and lights. Chuck, were you going to do a roll for anything, or are you muted?
I was muted. My goal is really just once everyone else gathers the supplies to get them loaded into the battle ass to make sure we can get them safely transported.
Okay. I would say you don't really need to roll for that.
Okay.
You know, that's kind of what your mech's designed to do, is transport stuff, the hauler. So, yeah.
Cool.
Or the mule, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Hauler's the class. Cool. With that, you guys set out, I'm assuming, from here and kind of go towards that general area. And you know, both from the directions you got from Philip and from people in this town, they both were kind of able to point out, like, yeah, this is the swamp I mentioned earlier. This is some places that people have seen it before or heard of it before. You know, we kind of take a wide radius that we avoid because of it, but be able to make your way there. And it's probably about 2 days worth of travel. And where we'll end tonight is that you guys make your way over. Are you bringing your Union crawler out with you, or are you leaving it at
Leaving it
town?
at the town.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they can
Let's
have
not
access to the
expose the populace
supplies.
to the
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say the potential benefit would be your Union crawler has very big guns on it that are much more powerful than your mechs.
Yeah.
But also,
Those people need it.
it's helping a lot sustain the New City Creek. Like, there's less people in that town than there are in the crawler at this point. So, okay.
Plus,
Good to know.
imagine all the business that we're doing.
That's true.
Yeah.
How many? So that's a great question. Our
Skankles
crawler
is booming.
is
First
a
hot dog's free.
city-sized-
Second one costs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our crawler is a city-sized crawler. Like, if everything goes sideways on here, can we just take that village with us, like all the people, and be like,
You're
you live
ours
here
now.
Congratulations, you've been hired into the factory.
Like, if we can't fix their water supply, could we invite the entire population of that city
Oh yeah.
to move
Yeah.
into the battle ass or into the Yaga?
And actually, I'm sure several people have left the town because it's not, doing very
Okay.
well right now.
Well, this is win-win. I mean, we fight the giant lizard monster because cool.
Mhm.
But
And you guys upped your size, so I'm assuming some people from Northport moved on to your crawler. There's probably a few people from New City Creek now. There's random people just from trade that have kind of stayed on because you're gradually growing. There's lots of merchants and then,
Nice.
that you're attracting more. So stuff like
it's
that.
inevitable that our
It's
fine
slowly
swagger and our hot dog lifestyle will, generate some interest in joining.
Our hot dog
Yeah.
and hot dog accessories.
Yes.
Hot dog and hot dog accessory.
God
Damn it, Bobby.
Yes.
With that, you guys set out from New City Creek. You leave your crawler behind to tend to the people and kind of sustain their supply and nutritional needs with hot dogs.
Mhm.
You
That's
travel
important.
through the swamp. It's not quite full speed traveling through the swamp. You have to be a little bit more careful as you're traversing. Not all the ground's perfectly solid, kind of damp. It's not super open like some of the plains are. But you're making it through. And, first day 2, 3 go by. Pretty uneventful. And it's the 4th day that you feel like you're getting pretty close, and you are starting to see your first traces of this something huge in the area. You see several large, footprint tracks. You see places where maybe it's laid down, and there's just massive impressions in the ground. There's trees that are destroyed. You get the sense that it's fought things maybe in the area. Maybe there's several of them that fight on their own, because you see all sorts of just places where there's been scuffles and things. And we'll leave it there. You guys are just seeing your first signs of there is some large beast here. You guys haven't set up quite yet. But that's where we'll pick up next time. You guys scouting, finding it, maybe finding its lair, getting your stuff put together and seeing how well it goes.
Nice.
Alrighty, that does it. This game doesn't really have end of session questions. You guys can refill 3 AP because our missions are doing multiple sessions. So you're supposed to get all your AP at the start of the session and then do a new mission.
I'll tell you
every
what.
time,
Since we're about to refill 3 AP, can I go ahead and use my patch ability on
Yes.
Ruffles?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that.
So that way Ruffles gets 2 SP, and I will still start next session with full AP.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes, but AP do fix.
Echo, were you down SP? Structure points?
I
No.
don't think anyone was.
Okay.
Other than
Just
Jeremy, because you
Ruffles.
rolled a
Yeah,
nat
I
one
rolled a
while
botch.
standing
Okay.
in sledge.
Okay.
He stepped in some shit.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's happened to the best of us.
But cool. Yeah. Next session, you guys will try and harvest some mushrooms from a biotitan. See how well that goes.
Yeah.
And see if you make it angry or see if it even notices you at all. Figure it
Okay.
out. Chuck, what have we got going on?
Let's see. We'll be back on Wednesday for more Savage Rifts. We'll be back on Friday for more Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Should be the last session of that campaign. And then that's it for the week at large. Go buy my book, Teenage Odyssey, on drive-thru.
Yeah.
Fun game.
Okay. Bert, what are you doing?
I don't know. I feel like ass still. Supposedly, I'm
Yeah.
doing a playtest of Weird Frontiers module tomorrow. We'll see if my voice holds out.
Mhm.
I wasn't talking too much tonight because it's a little sketchy.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
so we'll see. We'll see how it
Still
goes.
good to have you here, though.
Well, regardless of whether it's tomorrow or some other day, everybody should check out Weird Frontiers because god dang is that a fun game.
It is.
Yeah.
Very good. I liked my gambler a lot in it.
Yeah.
It's so dangerous.
Jeremy's. Do you have anything, Jeremy?
No, just hang out with all you fine pieces of garbage.
Yes.
I was waiting to see how you finished that sentence, and I'm like, that's fair.
And Dan, what's the thing? Is Dan frozen? Is Dan danning out?
I think Dan's frozen. How long has Dan
I
been
think he's frozen. I don't know how long he's
I think
been
he
frozen.
just froze. 'Cause-
Dan is
It
so
does. I
pissed.
just got a message from him a few minutes ago that says his computer is angry. Since Dan
well, it
can't,
picks a good time.
His
did,
face looks as angry as his computer.
It is. That's an angry face.
He's done with our bullshit.
It felt
anyway,
angry
for
Dan is
Dan,
angry.
check out our Discord. Frogs, memes, movies, games. Check that shit out.
Oh yeah.
All of the
Yeah,
finest
and then-
bullshit.
In 2 weeks, we'll be back doing this. You guys might be murdered by a biotitan and the campaign ends, but hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
All right.
All right. Well, cool. I'll click some fucking buttons and we'll get out of here.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Thanks for watching.
Gonna head to bed.